Because all this time, my husband, while he was in the hospital all those years, I should have been saving. And God kept speaking these words. And when somebody's speaking life over you and you don't listen, there's an issue. And he said, I want you to start saving. But then all of a sudden, 1 year before my husband passed, he said, I want you to save $14,000 to get a car. Because I always said I wanted another car. And I said, $14,000 in a year? Lord. He said, begin to speak those words, believe those words. Otherwise, I was sounding like the 10 of the 12 spies. Because I saw what was in front of me, and then I began to speak doubt and unbelief to me. And when you begin to speak doubt and unbelief to yourself, guess what's going to override your belief factor? Doubt and unbelief. You got that? But then all of a sudden, I just started building up something on the inside. I said, you know, you're right. And in 6 months, I had $14,000 saved. Isn't that something? Amen. And the reason he told me that was because my husband was going to pass away. And you need that with that transition. You know how the military can be a little slow with paying you. So you had to have something to live on. But then I remember the Holy Spirit was speaking to my spirit. He said, now I want you to start saying these words. I want you to start speaking the covenant that I've made with you. Remember the covenant that I've made with you. Start speaking life. That even the debt that you had, that I'm going to wipe it clean. I just sent my son, our youngest son, we sent him to college. It was a $60,000 school for only 2 years for acting. And I remember we had just started. He took out 10, we took out 50. And I remember how the Lord said, I'm going to wipe it clean. And I heard those words just like I'm talking to you. He said, I'm going to wipe the slate clean. He said, I want you to start speaking that word. And I said, okay, it sounds pretty good to me. And I started speaking that word, what he said that he was going to do. And I remember we had already started paying on that loan. Because if you kind of defer it, it will accrue. You know that. And then it gets bigger and bigger by the time you start. And so we still had $47,840 left. And I remember when I called them and let them know that my husband had passed away. And I said, you know, our work, we're going to have to lower the payments, blah, 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 blah. She let me know we're going to wipe the slate clean. They wiped away $47,840. I could have talked her out of it. Words could have killed me. Do you understand? God